Hey guys, Hooked2Clash here, and today's going to be a quick recap of how Tribe Gaming and Tribe Academy went in the Clan War Leagues, plus in between it all, we will be showing off all the triples I got from the Clan War Leagues, because there is going to be one trend you'll see between all four of my attacks. There's going to be some underlying theme, just showing you where the game is at the moment, and some of the strategies that are more powerful in the Clan War Leagues than, say, the normal wars you go through. As you can see here, we're starting off in Tribe Academy. Tribe Academy got promoted to Champion 1. So what happened to them? Well, the previous month, they actually got demoted from Champs 1 to Champs 2. So this month, we sent in essentially our A team, if you want to call it that. We sent in our A team to this Champs 2 clan. And look, we absolutely smashed it. We weren't really trying a whole lot, but we did have to try a little because obviously only one team promotes up from Champs 2 to Champs 1. But yeah, we got it done. Nicely done to the team here. If you wanted to have a look at the clan, GG's to EveCheck for the perfect week. What an absolute god he is. A few other players had really good weeks. Myself personally, as you can see, I'm all the way down the bottom here. Myself personally, unfortunately, I was only in 4 of the wars. I was in the first one and then 2 start and got sat for like 3 days because I was too lazy to put myself in. But as you can see, we ended with 3 triples in a row, so we'll go through all of those triples now. But yeah, nice week to Tribe Academy, so we're going to be moving up to Champs 1. Now we'll go through all of my attacks for the week. So here's the first one we're going to be coming in with. And yes, believe it or not, Hooked does zap witch attacks. Look at this, 12 spells are going to be dedicated to the zaps. But you're going to see this in not only this attack, but another attack later on. If you can get the scatter shots and a single with the same zaps, it's really good value. Even if it's a single Inferno, doesn't have to be just multis. Single Infernos are great value for zaps because obviously the singles, even though they're not as useful versus the, say, witch attacks, they are the only way you can really take down heroes in this meta. And if you take out the scatters and the singles, it doesn't leave a lot on the base that can kill them. Especially on this base, where we get to the Eagle early, we deal with the CC early, and we're blimping the Town Hall. Now, we did come from the top side here, just because it gets us to the Eagle earlier, because that was really, in my opinion, the only defense that could really ruin this attack. We used our Warden early to blimp the Town Hall. The reason we used the blimp for the Town Hall and not the Wall Wrecker is it was just the safest way to guarantee the Town Hall went down. Obviously, on this base, there is next to no pathing to the Town Hall after we took out those flanking scatter shots. So the easiest way to deal with it was just to blimp it. Obviously, a Wall Wrecker could have worked as well, but you can never guarantee whether a Wall Wrecker makes it to the Town Hall or not. As you can see, the only real skill in this attack from my part, aside from coming up with the plan, was deciding where to drop the RC. And I put her on the top side to help out my queen, and I think it was the right choice in the end. Just because it made sure that that entire flank didn't die out. It got its half of the flank, and then my king, along with like all my witches that are up and my warden, clear out the bottom nicely. We do leave a single up as the last defense, which is obviously dangerous, but when you've got like 4 or 5 witches, there's nothing a single Inferno can do. I've also got my king and queen still up, so this is absolute GG here. This is an older war base, but it's probably going to get more and more common. So if you see it, that's absolutely the best way to take it out. So we'll go into the next triple from myself. And you're going to see a similar theme here. Look at how many zaps we've got. 12 spells dedicated to zaps and quakes yet again. And as you can see on this base, you can probably figure out where I'm going to do it. But this time I am coming in with the Lalo instead, by the way, as you can see there. Now, a lot of the time with Zap Wallers, you'll zap the CC, but around this, I didn't see too much zap value, and I didn't really see a Sui after it that I would really like. There's probably one I could have come up with, but in my opinion, the better way to take out this base would be to zap these scatter shots. So anytime I see 2 scatter shots in Quake range of each other on a base, my eyes instantly light up. And why is this? Well, normally when you zap a scatter, it's either 4 zaps and 2 quakes, or it's 5 zaps and 1 quake for a singular scatter shot. So that's 6 spells per scatter shot. However, if you've got scatter shots in quake range of each other, if you do 4 zaps on one, 4 on the other, and you use the quake to damage both of them, that means you're only effectively using 5 spells per scattershot. You're actually saving spells, leaving yourself 3 spells for the rest of your attack. And this one, it was doubly strong because look, there's this Royal Champion that's floating in between the two. Now, when the Royal Champ's in range of the Grand Warden, as you can see there, you need 8 zaps to take her out. But if I'm going to use 8 zaps anyway, that's completely fine. And look at the zap value I'm going to get here. It's absolutely crazy. So we're going to put 2 on the top side here to damage the air defense. Going to put 2 on the bottom side here to damage the Warden and get the final 2 on that scatter. And then the other 4 are just going to go here for the Sweeper, Grand Warden, and the other scatter. And look, with the double Quake, we have gotten rid of a lot of base. But I'm sure you're probably looking at my army comp going, Hooked, you brought too many Zaps and Quakes. You didn't need all of them. Well, I did. So what I wanted to do, I wasn't just satisfied with that amount Zap Quaking. What I wanted to do was, obviously with 2 scatters and an RC down, there's not a lot of high value targets left on the base. So what I wanted to do is the 2 highest value, well, there's 4 high value targets left. This Eagle up here, this CC, this Queen, and the Town Hall. And you can kind of see 3 of them are really close to each other. So I decided if I could Sui in for the Town Hall and I'd use use as much troop space as possible, it leaves a really nice Lalo because the only sweeper up is not protecting the Eagle, but B, it only leaves the Eagle up, and then I really wouldn't need any spells for the Lalo. So the plan was to Zap Quake this Inferno down the bottom, use the RC here, and as soon as she goes for the Arch Tower, pop the ability, and then use a Wall Wrecker. I've got the Siege Barrack selected at the moment, but I use a Wall Wrecker with King, Queen, and a whole bunch of Ice Golems and try and take out this entire part of the base. So we start with the King on the right-hand side to set that funnel. The Baby Drag will come in from 6 o'clock here. However, I'm going to make a few mistakes in this Sui, and we're going to see them there. So there's the Zap Quake, nicely done. But as soon as these Teslas start popping, I'm actually really worried about my King at this point, and I stopped watching my Royal Champion. What I really should have been doing is popping the Royal Champion now. But because I'm watching my King, I miss it, and she auto-pops her ability over there, and this single stays up. Thankfully, I get a little bit lucky here. A, that the Headhunters that go for the Queen here, my Queen targets them immediately and she's able to live through it. But B, that these Barbs tanked the single Inferno for my Wall Wrecker. It allowed my Wall Wrecker to make it to the Town Hall. And as you can see in my Wall Wrecker here, I am actually bringing 5 Sneaky Gobs and 2 Ice Golems. Now, if there's a bunch of small bombs around the Town Hall, the Sneaky Gobs will go down. But in my opinion, it's absolutely worth the risk, because most people you'll see bring like 3 Ice Golems, but if the Queen doesn't take out the Town Hall, then the Ice Golems are mostly swag. So by bringing the Sneaky Gobs, you do have something that can take out the Town Hall, and it just means less pressure on your Queen. As you can see, we're starting with the Lalo from the top. Now, we did leave a few buildings on this right-hand side, so I deliberately saved some balloons for that. I genuinely forgot about that in the plan. Not the best planning from Hooked on that part. But you will see I am deploying this Lalo just slightly different. Not that different, but slightly different to a normal Lalo. A, my drops are a lot slower than they normally are, but B, and this is the most important one, they're more heavy. I was normally with like a Lalo where you've got hastes, where you've got freezes, I'll probably, the most I'll drop in one point is like 5. Absolute max, but most of the time I'll be dropping 4, 3, and 2. But all of my Lalo drops on this one at the start, I did a few 5s and a couple of 4s, and I didn't do a single 2, except for the very end, I think it was, because I only had 2 balloons left. And that's one of the differences. When you haven't got the haste spells, you need to, A, be more patient with your balloons, but B, drop them slightly heavier. Because obviously if you drop them the same as if you have haste, the loons can die out really early because they don't have that spell support. And then obviously the attack dies out a lot quicker. So that's one adjustment you need to make if you pull off these attacks. But as you can see, if you use all the spells correctly for the Sui and for the Zaps, you can get amazing value. And you honestly don't leave yourself a lot to Lalo. Yet again, look at this army composition. It looks eerily similar to the last army we did, and there is a reason for that. Look again, there is 2 scattershots near each other with an air hero roaming in between. So I'm sure you've guessed it already. We're going to put 4 Zaps right now. There they are. And then the last 4 Zaps right now. double Quake it all, and we have effectively used 10 spells and taken out 2 sweepers, 2 scattershots, and the Queen. And more importantly, we've actually taken out the gut of the base, and that is amazing for pathing. It's one of the reasons you don't see CCs in the core of bases a lot these days, is because the best zap values in the core of the base, because it helps out pathing so much. Thankfully, we don't actually screw up the RC ability this time. We do it nicely. We do pull the CC though, and this wasn't something I was expecting. I should have been expecting it. But I kind of negate this easily. I get the poison down nice and early, and then put the Queen, King, and Wall Wrecker straight in. And look at that, the Queen doesn't even take any damage from the 3 Headhunters. I'm not too worried about the super minions. They do a bit of damage, but they're not going to hold my heroes up much, and my heroes have so much health anyway. Yet again, we bring the Sneaky Gobs in the Wall Wrecker. Now, they don't take out the Town Hall, but they did actually take out the 2 gold storages in this compartment, which is huge value there, because obviously those storages would attempt to hold up my King and Queen quite a lot. I was thinking of not bringing the Wall Wrecker for that Sui, but in case it was a Hound CC and that would hold up my heroes a lot, obviously, I decided to bring the Wall Wrecker there. We do end up absolutely overkilling the compartment, but it turns out we don't need the Stone Slammer for the Lalo anyway. Yet again, look how heavy my drops are, and this time though, because of how wide it is early on, because look how wide we're starting this Lalo, because of how wide it is, we're not actually being as patient with our drops. As you can see, we've only got 6 loons left, and I think I'm about to use like another 4 coming in here really early. And the reason I'm just getting all the Lalo in early is because I want to force these core loons onto the Eagle. I don't really want them to, say, bounce across here. And I want to get these, because I was pretty sure the Tesla farm was going to be over here. I want to get these Teslas down as soon as possible, whilst, say, this Hound here that you can see is tanking some of the defenses. Because obviously we don't have the haste to push them through. We use the Headhunters for the RC nice and early, and then we pop the Warden just to make sure that the Headhunters take it out. Because as you can see, once this RC and Eagle are down, yes, there's a little bit of base left, but there's no value on the base. Lalo is kind of interesting at Town Hall 13, where the defenses that are very effective against Lalo are so effective. They absolutely destroy Lalo. But if you can either take them out with your Zaps or your Sui, even if you leave up so many defenses, there's nothing a single is going to do. There's nothing an Arch Tower is going to do. Even to an extent, an air defense and sometimes a Wizard Tower. There's only sometimes when those are effective. And as you can see, we just roll on through this base. There's like 15 balloons up left. This is just absolutely crushed. Where our last one attack was a little close on time, this one was nowhere near as much. It was just absolutely crushed. So if you see these sort of bases in the Clan War Leagues, where, because you don't see them in War as much anymore, but if you see them in the Clan War Leagues, absolutely abusing them with the Zaps is the best way to do it. So yet again, GG's to the Tribe Academy team. Now we'll jump over to the Tribe Gaming team. And as you can see here, a complete contrast where Tribe Academy went up to Champions 1. Tribe Gaming is now a Champions 2 clan. Yes, a clan that qualified multiple times for Worlds is in Champs 2. So unfortunately, look at that. They finished 7th as well. But you can actually see, look at it, 266, 264, 261, 258. So it was super duper close. Unfortunately, they just lost a few too many wars. Shoutouts to Martin, VJ, and VIP for having pretty reasonable weeks, but as you can see, beyond that, no one really had a good week. Look at Misled Mushroom. We tried our best. We averaged a good destruction there, but it's pretty hard with low-level heroes. We will show the one triple I got, because yet again, you probably guessed it, we used a lot of Zaps and Quakes. As you can see down the bottom, though, we lost 5 wars, and we lost some of them because we missed hits, and just some of them for 1-star, and some of them for defense not being strong enough. In fact, if you look at the defense there, it shows how important defenses is. Like, there was 38. We held to a couple of 31s and a 32, which is nice, but then another 38 and a 34. It's going to be hard to beat a 38 even in the Tribe Academy team. So really unfortunate for Tribe Gaming this month. We will show the one triple I was able to get on Misled Mushroom. As you can see here, coming in with more Mass Witch, and yet again 12 spells dedicated to Zaps and Quakes. And as we said on the first hit of the day, if you have a base where you can zap a scatter shot and a single together, it is always incredible value. In saying that, I messed it up. Look at this noob. Can't even zap properly. Doesn't end up mattering anyway, obviously. So we come in from the top here, just spread it all in a line, and then I'm actually going to wall break on the wizard tower here. We get the test wall breaker in there. So we're able to get that first layer with 6 wall breakers, but you can see we've got another 4 wall breakers here, and I'm going to show you exactly what we do with that, because it's actually really nice, and it's a trick you can all use in your attacks. So as you can see, any second now we're going to use the Warden ability. So at the last possible second, I get my wall breakers down, I get the Warden down to preserve the skellies, and look, because nothing aside from springs can kill these wall breakers, I open up a path to the core of the base, and this is super strong now. I don't have to use a single jump for this, and obviously when you're using 10 zaps and 2 quakes, you don't have a room for a jump. So being able to pull off these tougher wall breaks is critically important. So if you know you're going to pop your Warden over the Town Hall like you do with the Witch attacks, it's an absolutely amazing way to ensure you still get access to the majority of the base. As you can see down the bottom, our level 14 RC, even with the hero potion, is trying her absolute best, but she ultimately falls a little short. But as you can see, we've still got a lot of witches in the core. It does end up getting a little close. Well, no, it doesn't end up getting close, but like the attack does slowly die out a little bit, but I still think we have like 8 witches up at the end of this attack, which is still 96 troop space when you think about it, plus all those little Larrys doing their absolute best. And we have the Warden up, obviously, and like 10 billion little Larrys. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Man, that is a lot of Larrys, though. Oof, a lot of them died to that poor Mortar. Probably the only time the Mortar's going to do anything on defense. Anyways, nice attack to me there. Unfortunately, we couldn't get more triples to help the Tribe Gaming team out. Anyways, obviously a pretty disappointing month here for Tribe Gaming, but don't worry, we will get it back soon. It will not be sitting in Champions League 2 for too long. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video today and just the recap of the Clan War Leagues this month and all of the triples that I was able to get, all with at least 12 spells dedicated to Zaps and Quakes. It just shows how much the meta's changed. Honestly, whether it's for good or bad is ultimately up to you, really. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I see you all soon.